So, this is my dog. Nope, I'm not Charlie Brown. He's really cute and all, especially when he's sleeping. Except what's not cute is him taking up all of my pillow space, you lazy. And don't be deceived by his small stature. When it comes to food, he's got a stomach far larger than you could ever imagine. Dang, you were the one that took my blue chips. Well, today, he is getting a new dog bed. And guess what? It's a paper squishy as well. The issue is, will Snoopy approve of it? Well, you have to make the squishy first. I've got my white paper, but why the aggression? Jeez. As nice as these are by themselves, we're going to need some color, because who doesn't love color? So I brought some nice blue construction paper. Blue is the obvious choice because, you know, Meepyblues, it's in the name. I mean, I do have other colors of construction paper, as crumpled as they are, but I think I'm feeling the color blue today. I'm also going to need my scissors, nice, and my skinny roll of clear tape. Yeah, no, that's clearly not enough for this project. Here's Mr. Thickums. He'll be our backup in case I use up the skinny one. But now that we have our materials, shall we get started? So for the actual dog bed, I'm using this as my reference picture. I want it to look like a round, comfy sofa. Let's move our supplies away. First, I'm taking 2 white sheets of paper. Alright, leave. We're going to tape the 2 edges together. Smart tip, if you have a white tape like I do, just cut the tape in half the long way so that you can get more uses out of your tape roll. There we go, simple enough. Now I'm going to do the same thing one more time, taping 2 white pieces of paper together. And yeah, so wait, why is Snoopy here? This was supposed to be a surprise. Well, good thing I didn't do much yet. Okay, so things are looking a little bit boxy right now. We need some roundness. I'm folding another sheet of white paper, hot dog style. I made sure to get it right this time. And cutting our paper into 2 halves. And I'm using these 2 halves to extend the size of our previously taped paper. Dividing my tape again, stick that on, and let's do this one more time. Bing, bong. And we now have 2 identical sheets of paper that barely fit on camera. Great job for nothing. Adjusting my lens. I think this works. Next, I'm taking my pencil. Wait, is that a DS? Drawing a crusty circle apparently on one of the sheets. But now I'm grabbing both layers and using my sketch to cut out 2 circles instead of 1. Think smarter, not harder. It's not perfect, but I can live with it. Scraps! You can leave, thank you. To make our paper squishy actually 3D, I'm making thick strips of blue paper and taping them together to make one wide band. This is going to wrap around the white paper circles we first made. Now here was the hard part, taping. To cut it short, it was just a cycle of cutting little tape slits, folding them onto the blue paper band, make tape slits, blue bland, blah 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 blah. Not to mention, I had to do this on 2 sides. This is one of those things that look easier on a camera than it actually seems, so don't scoff at it until you try it. Now, I ran out of the blue band. Despicable. But no worries. We can just add that onto the band with more blue strips, which was clearly necessary here. With that out of the way, we can finish taping the base. Oh, and if you have extra paper, just trim it off. And I made sure to leave a little gap, well, not little, to add our stuffing. I do have polyfill on my hands, but I'm actually kind of running out of this, so I'm gonna need something else. Well, I found some plastic bags, tissue paper, and napkins. These are the only stuffing materials I have in bulk right now, and I'm just going to rip these into shreds, doing the same thing for the other materials. With that, we are going to now stuff this hollow thing. There we have it. So squishy. Okay, just kidding. The squishy wasn't entirely filled, so I had to bring in some extra plastic bags to fill in the remaining gaps. Are we done now? No. I had to bring in my stash of tissue paper to actually finish the job. Finally, we can seal the squishy shut with some clear tape, and using that to also cover some spots I missed. Give it one nice squish. And here is our squishy cushion. Well, the base of the dog bed. You really just gotta appreciate the size and the roundness of it all. It's so satisfying to squish as well. Well, not this time. But it is fun to squish, I promise. Maybe it's because it's so massive. There's just a lot of surface area to squish and it's just so satisfying. Let's see how Snoopy likes it. You like it, buddy? I mean, okay, you know what? This was supposed to be a surprise, but you kind of ruined it. Believe it or not, making this took me the entire day. So I need to get some rest, and I'll see you guys for day 2.
Hi.
Hey guys, so day 2 is here. Ugh, my back hurts. Now to start, I'm going to make the supporting walls of the bed. I'm making more boring blue strips of paper, not as wide as the blue strip on the cushion part, but just wide enough so that Snoopy doesn't fall off the dog bed. You know, safety is a thing around here. Cutting the blue strips out with a pencil. For it to at least somewhat wrap around the bed, I'm going to need to make at least more than one of these. Again, I'm taping the blue strips together as so, and this is going to act as the perimeter. Cushion, you need to leave for now because I need to make these supporting walls thick. Making a larger white paper using tape and, white paper. Duh. Alright, let's bring back the cushion. Whip out the pencil. Hey, where did the other pencil go? I think I like that one better, to be honest. Using the cushion, I'm tracing part of its edge onto the white paper. Move the cushion aside, thank you. And then we're extending our sketch into a wide, round band as so. Wait a minute. Let's just pause for a bit. Guys, is this even making sense? I feel like the deeper I get into this, the more confused I get. So hopefully what I'm saying is at least somewhat making sense. Let's cut this out with scissors. I wish I took the time to actually make my sketches more polished, but then I realized how much I had to do left. So I was like, yeah, that would be great, but there's something called the big picture. So no, I just left it as it was. So the blue strip is going to hug the edge of this white band we just created. Looking at this, you might be thinking, Ren, what about this huge gaping space on the inside wall? Well, we're making the blue strip again, but this time it'll be using white paper. This is just to match the surface color of the cushion, which is also white. Here it is. That took me 30 minutes. Alright, now let's attempt to tape this into a paper squishy. First, let's get the blue strip onto the cushion. This was actually much easier than I thought, but the hard part is yet to come. Now, I originally wanted to get the round band on first, but then I realized I have to fill this up with stuffing as well. So I decided to attach the white strip to the blue strip first, then taping the white strip onto the cushion, which was so hard because I was taping at such an odd angle. Long story short, it just wasn't that fun. Before we get this round band on, dang, this be looking rough. I'm going to stuff the supporting wall with some tissue paper. Not the best material, but since the supporting wall is one continuous tunnel, I guess, capsule, space, area, I can just roll it up and fill in the gaps as so. Now, let's bring in the round band. This definitely was not an easy process, but let me tell you, it was so satisfying to see all of those curves and bends fall nicely into place with this round band here. It really sealed everything together, as it should. All in all, this project really humbled me because I see all of these paper crafters on YouTube making such elaborate 3D squishies. And I assure you, these are not easy to make. All the due respect is given. With that, we are finished! It's looking quite sleek and polished with its intricate shape, but it is missing one more thing. And that's the decoration on the front. Let's go make those real quick. So for the design, I'm going basic, okay? You know, the classic bone with paw print design. It doesn't get more fundamental than that. But at the same time, it'll help the paper squishy more like a dog bed. Hopefully. Cutting the pieces out, and can we talk about how annoying it is to cut out so many small pieces at once? I'm already traumatized from the amount of paper shapes I had to cut out in 1st and 2nd grade. Here I am, many years out of elementary school, doing the exact same thing. Don't get me wrong, I love paper crafts, but sometimes there's just a lot of annoying steps you gotta take, and that's okay. But you gotta go through it. Sticking that onto one side and doing the exact same thing for the other side. There we go, easy enough. There are still some spots that need to be taped, so let me do that real quick. And one last thing, we need to flip the dog bed upside down in order to add my signature. And I'll be using a blue pen to do the trick. Last step, laminating the signature so that it can't be smudged. And here's our dog bed. Well, I mean, you guys already saw it in the beginning of the video, but I mean, it just looks so cool to me. I think this is the first paper squishy of its kind, dare I say. Hey, don't sit on that. It's for the dog. I repeat, it's for the dog, not you. Let's bring in the right animal for the dog bed. Snoopy, what do you think? Do you like it? Guys, he's sitting on it. He's sitting on it. Look, he can lay down on it, cuddle up sideways if you scrunch him enough. That sounded so wrong. Remember, he's not a dog, he's just a plush. Just wrap him up with a blanket so that he can take a nap peacefully. I think that's good. Oh, he fell asleep already. Looks like he's had enough of my shenanigans. With that, I thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.